Here's a question I thought we'd never have to ask, but it's Canada 2020, so here it is. And this question is for MPP Kaleed Rasheed, but any other politician, Canadian politician, feel free to answer this question as well. And the question I ask is, how many terrorism funding violations dictated by our own government does an organization need to have before you, as a politician, stop promoting said organization? What is the number? What's the number of terrorism funding violations an organization needs to have before you as a politician stop supporting this? And the reason I asked this to Kaleed Rasheed is a conservative MPP in Ontario, Mississauga, East Cooksville, and he has, for the last month or so, been promoting the ISNA food drive. Now, the ISNA has 3 terrorism funding violations dictated by our own government. 3. Okay, so clearly, in Kaleed's mind, the answer is more than 3. Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? Is it infinite? Is the answer, I don't care about how many times they are caught funding terrorism, I will always support this organization? What is the answer? Or is it, this has nothing to do with terrorism, they're doing something else, this is why I support it? Please feel free to answer this question, but I would like to know, and any other, you can be a conservative, you can be a liberal, NDP, Green Party. How many terrorism funding violations will an organization have before you withdraw your support from them? So the ISNA, their 3rd terrorism funding violation, they were under charitable suspension. Now, Trudeau still gave them summer jobs funding while they were under charitable suspension from the CRA because they sent money to Hizbul Mujahideen. Hizbul Mujahideen is a terrorist organization dedicated to eradicating Hindus in Kashmir. Now, I am against eradicating anyone. I will also take the quite controversial stance among Canadian politics that murdering all the Hindus is a bad idea. I know it's crazy, but I'm going to say it again. Murdering Hindus is bad. I know. I would actually say murdering all the Hindus is closer to terrorism than charity. Wacky, 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 wacky. So Trudeau loves this organization. He'll send the money. So I'm guessing the answer from Trudeau, he can feel free, Justin Trudeau, if you're listening, feel free to answer this question as well. But I'd really like to know from Kaleed Rasheed. Now, evidence of him supporting these organizations will be linked in the comments. We have the Twitter post. We'll do that. Now, Kaleed Rasheed also has a history of supporting members of Mohammed Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood government. There's another video on this channel, Conservative Honors Muslim Brotherhood member in Parliament. So there is footage that I have put up, you can go check it out, of Kaleed Rasheed honoring Khalid Al-Kazaz and his wife Sarah Tia for their Kazaz Foundation, which in Kaleed Rasheed, who is a conservative, remember, he praises Khalid Al-Kazaz for his commitment to social justice, equity of outcome, that means the same outcome for everyone regardless, that is also called literal communism, and his commitment to democracy. Now, he was part of Mohammed Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood government as a foreign affairs advisor, and they banned democracy when they got in. So that's an interesting commitment to democracy. I'd like Kaleed to sort of also expand, either Kaleed. And by the way, the Kaleed Foundation, apparently what they do is they teach people who don't have good English skills coming to Canada, they teach them Canadian values. Because who's better to teach Canadian values than a former Muslim Brotherhood member? And that soon might not be a joke, the way the country is going. So the question I'd like to ask Kaleed Rasheed, who is constantly supporting the ISNA, which has 3 terrorism funding violations dictated by our own government right now, is what is the number of terrorism funding violations an organization needs to have for you to stop supporting it? Is it 3, 4? Did you not know? Did you not know about any of this? Did you miss the global news article? Did you not Google the ISNA? Did no one tell you? Because I've been trying to tell you on social media. Hey, look, Kaleed, there's terrorism funding violations here. So, Kaleed, how many? Clearly the answer is more than 3. Is it 4? Is it 5? How many terrorism funding violations does an organization need to have before you withdraw your public support? That's all I want to know. And any other politician, feel free. Even if you're a Norwegian politician, feel free. What's your answer? I'd like to know. Norwegian politicians, how many terrorism funding violations will an organization need to have before you withdraw your public support? Because this is a very interesting issue. Because the number in Canada seems to be infinity. Doesn't matter. Fund all the terrorism you want. So I would like to know that. Please get back to me. I would love to hear what your answer is. Did you not know? Now that you know, will you withdraw your support? Who knows? Also, Do you actually support what they did? Do you support murdering all the Hindus? I don't. Do you? Khalid. Okay, also Khalid. How many Hindus should we murder? All of them? None of them? Somewhere in the middle. Answer that question too. Do you support organizations, or why do you continue to support organizations that want to murder all the Hindus? Again, I'm going to state my hardline anti-murdering all the Hindus stance, but clearly you might have something else to say. So if you want to say, hey, maybe these shouldn't be terrorism, maybe murdering all the Hindus is a good thing, Khalid, feel free to make that argument. Come on. I'd be happy to talk to you about how many Hindus you want to murder and why you want to turn Kashmir into an Islamic caliphate. Feel free to answer any of these questions. Feel free to answer. Or to send your dogs after me again. Goodbye.